Hello there. Have you ever wanted to write a really good story, but you just didn't know how to start? Well, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to learn exactly how to write an amazing story. So, let's get started.
And to help us out, we have a very special guide. Say hello to Vocabulary Victor. He's a super clever dog who absolutely loves words and stories. And you know what? He's going to show us 4 simple steps so we can all become fantastic, confident writers. It's going to be a really fun adventure.
All right, let's jump into our very first step. Every single great story, from your favorite book to the biggest movie, starts with just one thing: a great idea. But where do we find these ideas? Well, we can find them from something called a prompt. So what is a prompt? Let's have a look. A prompt is a starting idea that helps you think of what to write about. Let's say that one more time because it's a really useful word. A prompt is a starting idea. Think of it like a little spark that gets your imagination fired up.
Okay, for example, here's a prompt. What if you discover the secret to time travel? Whoa, just think about that. Where would you go? What would you see? Would you go into the future? Or maybe all the way back to the time of the dinosaurs? See, just one little idea can create so many questions for a story.
Let's look at another one. Earth is under attack and an alien race arrives to take a group of humans to safety on a new planet. How exciting is that? What would this new planet look like? Are the aliens friendly? This prompt gives us a whole new world to think about.
And how about one more for fun? Imagine you've just landed on a strange planet and you are greeted by big crowds of cheering aliens. Now, why are they cheering for you? A prompt can be anything that makes you ask what if and gets you really excited to start writing.
Okay, so once you've got your amazing idea, what's next? Well, now it's time for a really important step. Step 2, make a plan. A plan is kind of like a map for your story. It helps you know exactly where you're going so you don't get lost along the way.
So what's a fantastic way to plan a story? Let me show you. The Story Mountain. Yep, it looks just like a mountain, and it's a super simple tool to give your story a really clear shape with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Let's climb the story mountain together, step by step. First, at the bottom, we have the opening. This is where we meet our characters and the setting. The setting is just the place where the story happens. Next, we start climbing up to the build-up. The action starts here, and things get more interesting. Then, oh no, we reach the problem. Something goes wrong for our characters. After the problem, we climb all the way to the very top, the climax. And finally, we come down the other side to the resolution, where the problem is all solved and the story ends.
Now let's look at that word climax. It might be a new word for some of you. The climax is the biggest, most exciting, or most important part of the story. It's that moment that makes you go, wow.
So, we have an idea, and we have a plan. Perfect. Now, how do we make this story sound really amazing? Well, we move on to step 3. Use powerful words. The words you choose can turn a good story into a fantastic one. And who better to help us with words than our good friend Vocabulary Victor? He knows that choosing interesting words is like adding bright colors to a black and white picture. It just makes everything come alive for the person reading it. Let's have a look at an example. We could write, "The alien was big." And yeah, that's okay. But what if we use a more powerful word? "The alien was gigantic." Can you feel how different that is? Gigantic! It paints a much bigger, more exciting picture in our minds.
Here's another one. She ran fast. We all know what that means, but listen to this. She sped away. Sped sounds so much quicker, doesn't it? More exciting. Powerful words make your reader feel like they're right there in the story with you.
We are almost there. We've written our story, and now it's time for the final step. Step 4 is make your story shine. This is where we read our work again and check it really carefully. We look for all the great things we've done, and we see if we can make anything even better.
And a brilliant way to think about this is tickled pink and green for growth. Tickled pink is for everything you're proud of, everything you did really well. And green for growth is for things you can work on to help your writing grow even stronger next time. It's a really positive way to improve.
So what kind of things should we check for? Well, here are a few key things. Look for full stops at the end of your sentences. Have you started your sentences with capital letters? For spelling, you could ask a friend or use a dictionary for any tricky words. And this one's really important. Read your story out loud. Does it make sense? Reading it aloud helps you hear if anything sounds a bit strange.
And that is it. You've done it. You have learned the 4 key steps to writing your very own amazing stories. You found an idea, you made a plan, you used powerful words, and you made it shine. You are a writer.
Let's quickly remember our 4 simple steps together one last time. Step 1, find an idea. Step 2, make a plan using the story mountain. Step 3, use powerful words. And step 4, make it shine. That was our whole writing journey.
So now, there's only one thing left to ask. With all these new skills, and with Vocabulary Victor by your side, what amazing story will you write first?